Under new proposals from the Financial Conduct Authority, contactless card payments could exceed £100 and even become unlimited. The proposals mean entering a 4-digit PIN to make a card payment could become a thing of the past for many shoppers. A rise in the limit has been met with concerns about theft and fraud on one hand, but the Financial Conduct Authority says banks will carry the burden if things go wrong. But the other fear is we'll just overspend because there's no limit, and when you plonk down your contactless, it doesn't feel as if it's real money. So is this good news for consumers, or would you be concerned about it? Cosmo, what about you?
Well, using a PIN has certain safeguards that I like. I mean, it stops you really. And how hard is it to pin in, to pin 4 digits? So I don't know, why are they thinking of this? It's just to get us to spend more money. It's just to encourage people to be profligate, which I don't think is a good idea. So I don't see who's going to win from this.
Do you have affection for the days when people put money in different biscuit tins? One for the rent, one for the Christmas fund, one for
Not quite that old, but yes.
I don't know about that. I'm not sure.
I've heard about it. I've heard about it.
I love all that sort of thing. You can
kept
actually
it under
see
the bed.
the actual money. I love that thing. No, seriously, because it feels real. I'm not even joking. Yeah. You can see the notes. You can see the coins. It feels like it's actual money. And also the bit where you think about how much work you had to do to earn it. And, is it worth these boots? If I have to work for, 7.5 weeks or months
you can
to pay for these damn boots, would I rather not have the boots? And I always think the answer is don't get the boots.
It's something you can touch. A digit you cannot touch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's out there in the ether, but you'd like to hold the, big wad of cash. You felt really rich, even though, £5, £10 notes, like, oh, I'm really rich. Actually, you're not. But that, it feels that way. That's the great thing about cash.
I love it when you've got cash in your purse.
Right.
We don't need it. Like, I came down from Yorkshire yesterday. I didn't need any money. I just needed my phone. But I love the feeling of having cash. It's like a bit of security. Maybe it's my age. I'm not sure. But and also, I love paying in cash, not for everything. It can be a massive inconvenience. But I love the feel of money and handing it over. It's got real tangible value. You understand that, £100 takes quite a while to count out if it's
but then you have to count it out again when you get it wrong. So you can spend ages doing it all the time.
Do you ever get to the point, though, Afua, and I don't mean that you're so rich you don't have to think about it, but where you go boom, boom with the contactless and actually not quite checking the price of anything. You know it was vaguely around whatever, but you haven't. I mean, I remember the old days where, everyone was adding it up and adding it up. And is the bill correct? And is that right? And, oh, hang on a minute, you've overcharged me here. I didn't have the salad or whatever it is. And now we're just kind of zinging on through. It's all a bit quick, isn't it?
That's true. But then when you do that, you get it all there on your phone or in your app. You can see it in black and white. Like it's, you don't necessarily need a statement. It's just there all the time.
It's a bit where I say I haven't even got one of those things. I can't use my phone. I have to use I have to use a card when you actually put the actual card down. I can't do it on my phone.
Okay.
And even that feels a bit ridiculously high tech to me that I can just go like that with a card.
To tap.
It's a bit shocking.
And that's, I think, tapping on a limitless amount, is a terrible idea. Because, if you get your wallet stolen, God forbid, touch wood, but if you do, and your card gets stolen, and maybe you don't realise for an hour or two, and by that time, the thief has, bought 7 handbags and a car just by tapping away. I just think that it's a terrible idea, an absolutely terrible idea.
OK, let's bring in Dean in Pembrokeshire. Gosh, Dean's been in exactly this predicament. Hi, Dean. Thanks so much for ringing. What happened?
Hi, Vanessa. How are you?
I'm all right, sweetheart. I'm fine, thank you. Tell me what happened.
Yeah, hello to you on the panel. And Linda, what Linda's saying I think is brilliant. Yeah, we live in West Wales. We went to Swansea, only about 8 weeks ago. And we lost our cards by mistake. We put them on a bar and walked away.
Oh, no.
And then, but by the time we realised, they took £200 out of our account.
Oh, for goodness sake. Gosh.
We did get it back, Vanessa.
Yeah.
But I think it's stupid, really, because sometimes people wouldn't realise they've lost them.
Absolutely.
And if you can countless swipe somebody's card. honestly, it could be a lot of money gone, couldn't it?
Totally could. And tell me something, obviously it's much easier if you just put the card or use your phone and you don't have to count out the money and all of that kind of thing. Plus they're fewer and fewer of those cash in the wall machines around. It's hard to find them. Banks have closed down. It's a real nightmare. But Dean, do you prefer using the contactless, or do you like Linda rather like to use cash because you can keep better track of what's going on?
Yeah, I think, Vanessa, where we live, we have no bank anymore. There is no bank in our town anymore, and so we have to rely on, and there's only one cash machine in our town, which is ridiculous, isn't it?
Yes.
But pubs and cafes and restaurants, they will take them. But if you lose it, there's nothing stopping somebody just going and swiping the card, is there?
When you got the money back, did you get it back from the bank, or who did you get it back from?
We had to get it back from the bank, Vanessa.
Yeah.
But we had to prove that we didn't use it, and we didn't, because they were used in places that we wouldn't go. Sorry, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Gosh. Okay, what did they spend the money on? Do tell.
Trainers and pizza, I think it was.
What, you've never worn trainers and you don't eat pizza, Dean?
I buy trainers, but I do it online.
Nice talking to you. I'm glad you got the money back. Thank you so much. Let's talk to Louise in Manchester. Louise, if it's unlimited, do you feel as if you could go right off the rails and spend money you haven't got?
Yeah, almost definitely. When I set up my mobile banking app, I asked the lady with this contactless cards how much the limit was on them, and she said like £100. So I said, so if I lost my card, somebody would be able to spend £100 on it, and I couldn't do anything about it. So she said, we would recover the funds. But as I was telling you producers, if you go on your banking app and you go on to manage your wallet on there, and then go on to, there's the top one there, because you can freeze your card, can't you? Yeah. And I took my limit down on the online banking app.
Good idea. What did you take it down to? What did you take it down to, Louise?
£20.
I think that's a good idea.
I think it's
Good, practical
It's a hell of a good idea, actually.
Good idea.
I don't know how you do it, but Afua will give us a seminar.
Don't worry.
After the show.
Exactly.
It's not too difficult to do.
No, not at all.
I really think that's a good idea.
It's a great
The
idea.
The most anyone can steal from you is 20 quid. I think that's a very good idea. Louise, what a great call. Thank you very much indeed. I mean, we're never going back to cash, are we, Linda? It's not going to happen.
I don't think so. I mean, and it's super convenient. It prevents a lot of theft as well as it causes. But I think it's only the way forward. But I think careful management is key here. And just to be able to still respect that money is money, and that transaction is it's hard fought for is cash, is our money and our money in our bank.
But if they make this change, don't you think all our lives will be more anxious? You know that anxious moment you have when you've lost your card? It's the bottom of your bag, but you think you've lost it. Oh my God. Yeah. Imagine when you have limitless cash, the anxiety will be like 10. Oh my God, I can't really find it.
Absolutely,
Do
yes.
we need that?
Yes, I just think the whole thing is anxious making. I think we should have beads, wooden beads that we exchange. Wasn't that a great idea with you? So you didn't really have any value, but each bead was worth I think we should do that. Thank you so much.